Most people who want one of these dogs have already made up their mind. They saw a clip somewhere, got obsessed, and now they're here looking for someone to confirm what they already want to do. So let me be that person, but I'm going to be straight with you about what you're actually walking into. Because both of these breeds are genuinely extraordinary, and both of them will humble you if you go in blind. One was built in the mountains of Argentina to hunt wild boar. The other comes from ancient Rome, used in warfare, used in arenas, used to guard entire estates. These aren't companion dogs that got rebranded as tough. They were always this way. By the end of this, you'll know which one actually fits your life, not just which one looks better pulling on a leash. The Dogo Argentino. The Dogo's origin story is almost too clean. In the 1920s, an Argentine doctor named Antonio Norez Martinez set out to deliberately engineer the perfect big game hunting dog. He crossed 10 different breeds: Mastiffs, Great Danes, Bull Terriers, Boxers, with one goal: a dog that could track, chase, and pin a 200-pound wild boar without dying. Every feature on a dogo makes sense when you understand that. The all-white coat so hunters could spot it in dense brush. The wide chest built for endurance. The thick neck for protection. The jaw that could hold something dangerous until help arrived. Males land between 88 and 100 pounds of almost pure muscle. Around 24 to 27 inches at the shoulder. No excess fat, no fluff. Just a white, athletic working machine. What surprises most people is how affectionate the dogo is at home. This dog wants physical contact. It'll follow you room to room, lean on you, look for your presence constantly. With kids it grew up with, it can be remarkably patient given what's underneath. But here's the honest part. The prey drive is real and it's high. Small animals, cats, sometimes other dogs. That hunting instinct doesn't switch off because you're in a suburb. It has to be managed, not assumed away. If you've got a cat and you're picturing peaceful coexistence from day one, be careful. That's not guaranteed. Grooming is simple. Short white coat, weekly brush, done. But that white coat has a hidden cost. Skin sensitivities, and a deafness rate sitting around 10 to 15% in the breed. That genuinely affects training and needs to be checked early. Lifespan is 9 to 12 years. From a responsible breeder, $1,500 to $4,000. And yes, check your local laws, because this breed is banned in the UK, Australia, and parts of Europe. That's not a footnote, that's a deal breaker. Don't get a dogo if you're a first-time owner without real training experience. You have a multi-pet household you're not willing to manage carefully, or you want a dog that blends in. This dog will never blend in. Now, the Cane Corso, and this is a completely different kind of heavy. The Cane Corso. The Corso is older than most countries. Ancient Rome built this dog for war, for arenas, for guarding estates and driving livestock. The name likely comes from cohors, Latin for guardian. When the Roman Empire fell, the breed nearly vanished with it. By the 1970s, working lines in rural southern Italy were the only thing keeping it alive. A group of Italian breeders rescued it from extinction. That's how close we came to losing one of the most impressive animals ever developed. Males typically sit between 99 and 110 pounds, sometimes heavier in working lines. Blockier than the dogo, more bone, more mass, more jaw. The bite force on a Cane Corso is genuinely hard to put into words. Let's just say there's a reason it was used in Roman warfare. The personality is where people get it wrong constantly. The Corso is not aggressive by default. It's assertive. Calm inside the home when it's properly exercised. Quiet, observant. There's a kind of deliberate dignity to these dogs. They don't waste energy. They watch, they assess, and they decide what's worth reacting to. With family, the bond is deep. With children raised alongside it, the Corso is devoted in a way that's hard to explain until you've seen it. With strangers, it's naturally suspicious, not explosive, just watchful. You feel the wariness even when the dog is completely still. What the Corso won't do is forgive weak handling. Early socialization and training aren't optional with this breed. They're the foundation everything else is built on. Skip that, and you've got a 110-pound territorial animal with no structure.
Really
That's
fun.
not a training problem at that point. That's a real problem.
I'd have to say though,
Health concerns include hip and elbow dysplasia, eye conditions like entropion and bloat, which every Corso owner needs to know about before they need to know about it, not during. Lifespan runs 9 to 11 years. Same price range as the Dogo, $1,500 to $4,000, higher for proven bloodlines. Drool is part of the deal. If that bothers you, genuinely consider a different breed. Don't get a Cane Corso if you're not confident enough in your own presence to lead a dog like this. The Corso will notice immediately if no one's in charge, and it'll fill that role itself. That's not a situation you want. The verdict: on the surface, these two look similar. Large, powerful, loyal, guardian-type dogs with serious bite force. But the difference is in what's driving them underneath. The Cane Corso is a guardian first. More contained, more deliberate, more focused on protecting its territory and watching its people. If you want a dog that settles well in a home, reads situations with intelligence, and commands respect without demanding constant attention, the Corso is the one. Both require experienced ownership. Both require consistent training from day one. Both will cost you in time, food, and vet bills. Go in knowing that. Neither of them is a status symbol. If that's the reason you want one, do yourself and the dog a favor and choose something else. Tell me which dog you are going to buy for you. Hunter or Guardian? Which side are you on? Drop it in the comments and tell me why. And if you've actually lived with one of these breeds, tell me what nobody warned you about before you got them. That's the stuff that actually helps people make a real decision. I will read all the comments and will appreciate your participation. Subscribe for more information about different dog breeds and for more stuff like that. And press the bell icon to get information about upcoming video.